guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a quick weave. Please disregard the noise in the background. I'm going to use two HD caps, got to be glue spray, Ebin spray. We're also going to use the bonding shield and then some lace tint, and also the Erica J Hold Me Down holding spray and also adhesive. So we're going to place the HD cap on, cut off the ears so it can lay flat to the forehead. And I'm going to use both caps with this, and then just try to make sure it's laid as flat as possible. And then we're going to repeat that same step with using both caps. And if my voice sounds kind of funny, I am under the weather, so please disregard. Then we're going to spray the Got To Be Glue spray over the front perimeter of our forehead, making sure that we get it completely dried. And you want to spray about 2 layers of that, and then we're going to go in and kind of measure where the lace closure would be placed. I used a white pencil so that I can see it a little bit better, but you can use any color that you desire. Just make sure you kind of hide it once it's time to lay the tracks. So you'll see here how I'm measuring out where the lace closure will go, so I can know not to put any tracks or excessive glue in that area, so that it won't mess up how I end up gluing down my closure. And here you can see exactly what I mean by measuring it out with the pencil. Then we're going to go in with the bonding shield, making sure you get that on the entire head to avoid any glue being stuck in your hair. And that's also why I use two caps, to avoid any glue being stuck in my hair, because I have had an experience where that happened and it did cause some major issues. So just make sure you get that evenly, and then we're going to blow dry it. If you have an overhead dryer, that definitely makes this process easier, but you can use the same type of dryer as I did. Now I'm going in and cutting off the excessive cap. I'm measuring out exactly where the closure will go so I can know how much of the cap to cut off. In this step, I did go in a few times, even though I didn't show it on camera, but I did go over a couple times just to make sure I had enough of the cap cut off so that it wouldn't overlap over the closure. And then we're going to spray the Erica J's bonding shield, bonding adhesive, and then we're going to blow dry until it's completely dried. And once that is completely dry, we're going to go in with our lace tint just so it matches a little bit better. Even though I did tint the lace, I bleached the lace, I did want to do some extra steps to make sure it blended properly. So I went in with the Erica J glue. I did do 2 layers of glue. I placed one down with a popsicle stick, blow dried it until it was completely clear, and then you'll see me put down another layer of glue. And then we're going to use the blow dryer to get it completely clear. You're going to need your blow dryer through this entire process, because since this is a quick weave, you're going to want to make sure that all the glue and adhesive and everything stays in place. So here's me putting down the second layer, and I'm going to go back in using that popsicle stick, making sure I smoothen it out evenly, keeping it in the area where the lace will go, and then we're going to blow dry once again. Now we're going to place the closure. Make sure you take your time during this step so you can place the closure in the exact spot, because you don't want to lay the closure down after you've already pressed it in on the glue and then have to redo the entire process, because it will be tacky and a little bit difficult to get it to lay back properly the second time. So here you see where I'm laying the closure in front of the cap so that the cap is not seeping through once I cut the excessive lace off. And we're going to press that in with a comb. You can use a comb, you can use a popsicle stick, anything that you have that'll kind of melt the lace into the glue. That'll be a lot helpful once it's time to cut off the lace. And you'll see what I mean once I get to that step. And then we're going to use the Ebin spray to get it to lay a little bit better. And then I'm going to press it down again with my comb. just to make sure that it's laid properly and it stays in place. Now I'm using a wig band, and now we're going to glue the closure down. I don't know how to sew, so that's why I did not sew this. I wanted this to be a completely glued quick weave for the people who are like me who don't know how to sew. And we're going to go over that thick lace area with the glue. You don't want to get it in the middle where you'll be actually styling your lace. You want to just keep it on that outer perimeter. And then once you flip it over, you're just going to press down gently to make sure that you don't get any of the glue on your actual hair. And then we're going to go in with a blow dryer to get that completely dried. And during this process, I am going to leave the band on until it's time for me to start gluing down the tracks. And I did get this hair from Wiggins Hair Company off of TikTok, but you can find them outside of TikTok. I will link it down below. And now it's time to cut off the excess cap. Like I said, you can cut as much or as little as you like. I wanted to cut enough so that it doesn't show through my tracks or through my lace closure. So I continued to cut until I got it to my desired liking. And just be careful to make sure you don't actually cut yourself, because those razors do be sharp. And then we're going to go in with the same razor, making jagged, kind of sparse cuts, because you see how it's not going straight across. It helps it lay better when you don't have a straight line going directly across your lace. And I found this easier to do a razor instead of scissors with this step. And I take the scissors to cut off that thick excess lace area. And then I use some more Ebin spray to kind of get it to melt a little bit better. And then I'm going to place the band back on for a few more minutes just to get it as seamless as possible. And I did get 4 bundles and a closure. I have a 16-inch closure, 18, 20, 22, 24 inches of hair. And the hair was very thick. And when you are installing, you want to make sure that you measure out your tracks and how much you're going to use in each section. And as you're measuring it out, once you cut it, you want to place your adhesive glue down. Go completely across the track. I found this easier to hold it on my hand and kind of wrap the track around, then place the glue. And then as you can see how I laid it kind of midway, almost at the bottom, but not completely at the bottom of my neck, at the nape of my neck. And then we're going to continue to repeat that same step. So measure the tracks, place the glue, glue it down. Use your blow dryer to making sure the tracks are secure. And then I got my husband to install that mirror for me so I could see the back of my head, because it was difficult trying to record and look at the back of my head without a mirror. So then, like I said, I continue to do the same step over and over. You're going to keep doing the same step, but I'm going to do something a little bit differently. Since I did mention that I had 4 bundles, I wanted to try to fit as many bundles as I possibly could. So I'm going to actually double up the wefts. And here I'm measuring out how much hair I would need to wrap it completely across. That is 1 full weft. You're going to stretch it out across your arm. Place the glue on halfway on the track, because this step does take time and it will get very messy if you go too fast. So we're going to place it halfway on the track, and then we're going to connect the next track with that track. And I hope that's making sense, but you can see in how I'm doing it what exactly I mean. So you're going to place the glue, and then once you get the glue halfway across, you're going to pick up the second track, and then you're going to stick that track up against the next one, making sure that it lines up properly so that once you put the blow dryer on there, it sticks in place without you having to snatch it off and start over again. So you're going to stick those 2 tracks together as you see me doing here. And then you're going to take your blow dryer, making sure that it's completely dried before you move on to the remainder of the track. And you're going to just pinch it together, making sure it's secure. And then take your blow dryer and dry it. With this type of glue, it doesn't take long for it to get tacky and stick. So once you get that completely glued together, you're going to glue both tracks to your head as normal. And continue this same section until you get all the way to the top using your blow dryer. Okay, and once you finish blow drying, I was just checking out the hair just to see how thick it was so far, and the hair was very thick. My camera ended up dying, so I couldn't show the entire process once I got to the top, but I added some additional lace tint to kind of make it match a little bit better. Used my wax stick to lay down the flyaways and just to get it to lay flatter. And then I use my hot comb to press it out at the top just so it doesn't look so humpy, because as you can see, this is a lot of hair, and even though I did get 4 bundles, I did not use all 4. And I'm taking some water just to make the curls pop a little bit better. And as you can see, this is a lot of hair. And I used the Mielle Organics Coiling Custard. It smells so good. I love this product. I even use it on my natural hair, but I use that just to define the curls a little bit better, and it really did help. As you can see, it helped the curls really pop, and I love this hair so much. But next time I definitely will not use as many bundles as I did. That is how much hair I had left, basically a full bundle. And I twisted my hair up so I could get ready for bed. And that's pretty much how I wore it overnight. And I am about to get ready for bed. I'll see y'all in the morning. And this is how it looks the next day. Completely dried. Beautiful. Like I said, I'll definitely order this hair again. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.